12th play of the drive. Dalton looking, end zone, juggling, catch made. Chris Olave with the touchdown.
And he's going to slow throttle down and let two guys clear and find that open space.
Frantically in the fourth quarter for most of the year. They may have to do it again. 2nd and 16. Dalton looking down the sideline. Callaway is there, sizing it up, and he makes the catch. A great throw by Andy Dalton.
And try and get some big chunk plays.
There's Dalton airing it deep for Olave. He's got it at the 43.
They gotta go.
They have no timeout, but there's an injured Viking. There's an injured Viking, and that will stop play.
Well, Dalton needs 9 yards here. Instead, he says, how about a touchdown? Here's it broken up. Olave jostling with Bryant, and now Olave maybe in a little bit of pain. To get it done, but they got it done.
Yeah, they got the call, and I think the call was right. Olave does a nice job of coming back, but Bryant doesn't. He never quits fighting, right? So I would say without hitting the ground.
That's one call. If he's at quarterback, you have to go to a different call, and that's what makes it so challenging.
Dalton is back in at quarterback now. He throws the slant into the end zone, and touchdown, Traquan Smith.
He just beats him off the line. He's over to the left. He turns Mike Hilton around, and then Dalton just fires it perfectly.
Mark Ingram is the running back on 2nd and 11. Play action. Dalton hangs in the pocket. Dalton going for it. And all throws caught. Shaheed for the touchdown. How about this guy? Last week makes his debut with a 44-yard sweep.
And the football, and then they did a really good job of getting the ball out. Even here, play action, great protection, and then you got the safety takes the crosser, and then there's a heck of a throw by Andy Dalton. If Andy Dalton drops back.
2nd and goal, 10.5 to go to halftime. Caught by Hill, and he will barrel his way into the end zone. Dalton to Hill.
If you have Thomas and Landry and Olave, it takes so much pressure off of him and how much more effective he can be.
Blitz coming, picked up, caught down the sideline, and working his way is Juwan Johnson into the end zone. Exactly what the Saints needed. They needed to do it quickly. That's 17 yards. Dalton turning and making the grab. Juwan Johnson in the end zone. The old back shoulder play to the outside he goes, and Juwan Johnson takes it in for his 2nd touchdown of the night.
So you can flex him out. He's very comfortable, and look at the difference in size. 6'4", 230 against 5'11", 190. Put it up in the air, get a little rub route, but that's where the versatility of Juwan Johnson can really pay off for you down in tight near the goal line.
Yeah, he's getting the start tonight because Adam Trout.
1st and 15, Dalton. It's Kamara. Oh, he's going to take it in. He lunged. Touchdown, Kamara. First possession of the second half. Andy Dalton, 16-23. It's Kamara with room to roam. Here he goes. He breaks the tackle coming in from Harmon and scores for the 3rd time today. 36-yard catch and run, Alvin Kamara.
Only 3 third-down conversions all game for the Saints. Still looking for their first touchdown. Humphrey was coming on the blitz. Juwan Johnson makes the catch. They're saying this is a live play, and he's in for the touchdown. And nobody touched him on his way to the end zone. Let's take a look.
Yeah, that's the question. But even at the end of this play, Peters is there. But right after this, let's take a look. See,
I think he's in.
It looks there like it might be on it, but nothing down the line. It's just hard. You know, you don't see green on the right of his shoe. You see sideline, but there's just nothing right down the line. I mean, that looks like he would be out, but
Dalton
has a man. It's Johnson again. He's caught it again for another touchdown, and the Saints are right back in this game.
They can still pick up a first down without reaching the end zone. The throw goes to the end zone. Juwan Johnson, touchdown, his 5th in the last 5 games. From the Rams' 7-yard line. Dalton throws, end zone, touchdown, Jarvis Landry.
There's Olave right there if they have time, because Aaron Donald's going to be bearing down on him.
3rd down and 9. Dalton heaves this one downfield. It is caught and taken in by Olave for a Saints touchdown. 52 yards.
Andy Dalton, Olave understanding the assignment. Aaron Donald bearing down, so I'm not going to waste any time. And Jalen Ramsey, I'm not sure if he read the scouting report, but Chris Olave is pretty fast. He is pretty fast.
Chris Olave, what he's done, I'm a pretty tough critic on route running, but he's outstanding.
Good protection, aired out downfield, and Shaheed with a spinning catch. Tapped down by Jamel Dean, but a 40-yard completion from Andy Dalton. 2nd and 9. Little pump fake, and then to the near side, Hill. Taysom Hill, touchdown, Saints.
Ready? Let's up. 10th play of the drive is a 3rd down and 9 pass. Underneath Juwan Johnson, another first down. Spinning his way, lunging and reaching. They'll mark him down just shy of the goal line. Juwan Johnson continues to be a factor with Andy Dalton. Ready? Let's up. Pressure coming. Dalton gets rid of it. It is caught. And it is Juwan Johnson again. There is a penalty marker thrown as well. We'll have to check the flag. But if it stands, Juwan Johnson has his 2nd of the day.
Exceptionally well so far today. Perfect 10 for 10. Retreating and going downfield for the first time. He's got Shaheed. Rashid Shaheed, 1st and goal. Getting a step on James Bradbury.
2nd down. Andy Dalton has hit 3 separate targets. This is a repeat, and it's the right guy. Olave, touchdown.